Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kay, and in today's video we're going to be looking at my beauty empties from August. We're in September already, this is mental. But anyway, if you're not sure what an empties video is, it is basically where people like myself hang on to their beauty rubbish for a month and then talk about how they feel about the products that they've used up. So essentially it's like little mini reviews. I personally love to watch these videos, I love to film these videos. I just think that when somebody's used up a product in its entirety, you've got a better idea how you feel about it. So I've got a little basket of goodies here. I'm going to go through it one by one, no particular order, it's just as it comes out the basket. So let's just start. So the first thing I've got here right on top is this from Murad. So this is the Hydration Refreshing Cleanser. I had this, I'm not sure where from, I feel like it may have been as an add-on from FabFitFun sometime last year. Not wholly convinced of that, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is that it's empty. I really like this cleanser. It just feels really creamy. It doesn't lather up really soapy, like you don't get a lot of bubbles or anything when you soap it up, but it does just leave your skin feeling quite soft and clean. Can't say as I really want much more from a cleanser, but yeah, I absolutely would buy this again. I currently don't need to buy any more cleansers at the moment. I've got quite a few in my collection that I'm trying to work my way through, but if I was in the market to buy another cleanser, then this would definitely be on the list. So that's that one. Next we've got a micellar cleanser, and this is from the brand Svr. Not sure what that stands for. So this is the Physio Pure Micellar Water. It says it's for sensitive skin, face, eyes, lips, no rinse, alcohol free, paraben free. It's just a little deluxe mini size I had from somewhere, who knows where at this point. I get samples and deluxe minis from freebie bags, samples with purchases, subscription boxes, you name it. I start to lose track. But yeah, it was alright. It was micellar water. It did its job, sort of broke down makeup a bit if I needed it to. I tend not to use micellar cleansers to remove makeup. I tend to just use a cleansing balm to do that. This is usually a step for me sort of as part of my morning routine, where I just sort of cleanse my face with this rather than washing my face. And it just sort of gets rid of any sort of dirt or oils that have accumulated over the night. So yeah, worked well for that. Would I buy it again? Probably not. I didn't think it was anything super spectacular amazing, and I do also have a few micellar waters in my collection too, so don't need it, but I also probably wouldn't go out of my way to repurchase this one, so that's that. Next is something that I have previously repurchased, and this is the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil. I lost the lid. It rolled away somewhere and never really got recovered. I've had full-size versions, I've had minis, I've had free samples. I've used them all, I like them. I don't use it regularly because it is olive oil, and there is a bit of a debate about whether that can break down your skin's barrier, so I don't use this as my everyday makeup remover. I sort of alternate between this and cleansing balms, but for me this works really well at breaking down makeup and helping that sort of first cleanse process. So would buy again, but I think I've still got another one of these sizes at the moment, so it's not going to happen right away, but yeah, definitely would buy again. Next we've got these. It's part of it was a little duo, they were attached together. So this is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Joy shampoo and conditioner. There were samples I had from the Feel Unique sample service. I think it was the pick and mix service. really liked this. I absolutely adore the scent of the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream, and this is what the fragrance of this is. So this was just heaven to use in the shower. I think I managed to get 2 uses out of this, so it's a nice couple of showers I had there. And I've actually already picked up another sample of these from Feel Unique. So yeah, I would buy these if I was feeling a bit flush with cash and there was sort of not a lot else that I wanted in a month. This is quite expensive, so it's not something that I'm gonna sort of rush out and buy regularly, but maybe if I get some birthday money, Christmas money towards the end of the year, I might splash out and treat myself. So yeah, that's that. Enjoyed it, would definitely buy a larger size. I'm looking forward to using my other samples. Another sample that I used up was from Rhodia, and this was the vitamin C eye souffle, so it's just an eye cream. I managed to get quite a few uses out of this actually, even though it's a little sachet. You don't use a lot of eye cream. I really liked this. As for sort of its long-term effects, I couldn't really say. There's not that much in there, but the texture of this just felt really nice. It wasn't too thin, it wasn't sort of too heavy. It was just, for me, it was just right in the middle of that texture that I really like, that consistency that I like. But yeah, enjoyed that. And as with the Sol de Janeiro shampoo and conditioner, I have picked up another sample of this so that I can give it a bit more of a try. So yeah, that's that. Next is this from First Aid Beauty, and it's the Facial Radiance pads. So I think I had a little sample pack of these in my last Empties video, in last month's Empties video. Exactly the same as what I said then. They're okay. I don't think they worked any worse or better than the Pixie Glow Tonic, which is my sort of go-to Holy Grail favourite. My issue with these is that they are single-use pads. So for me, I use reusable cotton pads when I use my Pixie Glow Tonic, so there's no waste. Whereas with these, I'm using a pad and throwing it in the bin. I'm still looking to see if I can find out whether these are biodegradable. I haven't looked particularly hard this month. I've kind of had other things going on, but I'm just not sure. And I just don't think in this day and age it's great to have single-use products when you don't need to. If this was bottled, I'd be tempted to give it more of a long-term shot, but as it stands in pads, I'm not gonna repurchase those. If they happen to come into my life again in sort of, you know, freebie bags or anything like that, I'll use them because they're only going to go in the bin anyway, whatever I do with them. But yeah, I would go out of my way to purchase them. So that's those. Next is this. I don't know if you can see that. Going back. Hello. Sort of. There we go. So this is from Harper Re, and this was the exfoliating sugar cubes. And now the tub looks a bit disgusting. That's what happens when you have sugar products in a wet environment. So I had these, I definitely had these in a FabFitFun box. I think it was the summer box last year. They were just like little green sugar cubes basically. They were quite large and chunky, but they were a bit squishy, so you could break them apart. You didn't have to use them all in one go if you didn't want to, which was quite nice. It took me a while to get through them because I'd sort of use one and then put the tub away, forget about them for a while, find them again and go, oh yeah, forgot about you. But I do really like them. The smell was just amazing. They were like a green apple smell, I think. Yeah, sort of, there's definite sort of apple sort of fragrance going on in there. I really enjoyed them. I enjoyed the fragrance. I enjoyed the feel of it on my body. It sort of, when the sugar sort of dissolved, it was, I want to say oily, but that sounds a bit bad. It was just nice. It just felt moisturising on the skin. So yeah, as for repurchasing, I liked them, and again, if I happen to have them again, then I would definitely be happy to use them, but I'm not going to go out of my way to purchase them. It was a little bit, you know, the sugar cube idea was quite nice, but if you can have a product in a bottle and just squeeze out a bit, I don't really see the point of having the cubes, but I did actually really enjoy them, so there is that. Next we've got this. This was a weird one. So this is the Prestige Creme d'Escargot. So yeah, this is from It's Skin. I've just realised I've got mascara or something underneath my thumbnail there. So if you're wondering what that little black mark was, that's what that was. Try and get rid of that, shall we? So yeah, so this is from It's Skin. I had this in my little collection for a while before I plucked up the courage to use this. It's snail cream, basically. I can't tell you much about what's in it. Like I said, I've had it for a while. It didn't really come with a box, and the information is in Korean on the bottom. I've got no idea what it says. Yeah, I was a little bit weirded out at using snail cream, so I didn't for quite some time, and then I thought, well, it's either it sits in my collection until I throw it out or I give it a go. So I decided to give it a go. It was quite nice. It was very moisturising. It did make my skin feel really nice and soft. I did actually quite enjoy using it, but the sort of ick factor for me kind of made me feel a bit weird every time I used it. So fortunately it was only really a little tiny pot inside. You can see there's not a lot of space in there. So it didn't take me very long to get through this, and no, I wouldn't repurchase this again. Not because it was bad, just because for me the idea of snail cream just sort of grosses me out a bit. So yeah, moving on. Next we've got this from Revolution Skincare. Revolution Skincare. I get so lost with all the names of Revolution. This is the EGF serum. It's a skin conditioning serum. I did have a little sample of the Bio Effect EGF serum. I tried that, I really liked it, and I'd had this. It was part of an offer that Revolution had. If you sort of spent so much, you got a full size one of these for free, and I think I'd repurchased another serum. This one came and I thought, I tried the Bio Effect, I quite liked it, I'll give this one a go. This is definitely by far a much cheaper option. I actually did really like it. I did feel like it made my skin feel a little bit more sort of plump and bouncy. Whether that's placebo effect, I'm not entirely sure, but it didn't do any harm to my skin. It did help to keep my skin nice and soft. So yeah, really enjoyed it. I would consider buying again, but as with most things that I talk about lately, I've got a few serums in my collection, so not going to at the moment, but it's definitely on the list of things that I would consider repurchasing if I needed to at some point. And last but not least, we have the Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray. This is just a little mini size. I've had this for ages. Finally managed to use it up. I love this stuff. If I need my makeup to sort of last a whole day and maybe then some, this is definitely what I will go for. This and the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray. I love that stuff too. Sort of between the two, it's hard to pick my favourite, but whichever one's to hand is usually the one I go for. It's probably why it's taken me quite a while to use this up, because I have had this for quite some time. But yeah, really like it. I would definitely consider repurchasing. I do still have quite a lot of my Gerard Cosmetics one now, so at the moment I don't need to, but when it comes to repurchasing a setting spray, this is definitely sort of top contender. So that's that. And that was everything then. So Over to you guys. What did you think of this month's empties? Is there anything that I've talked about that you've tried that you've liked or not liked? Do you agree with me about any of the products? Have you tried any snail creams? If you have, are you as weirded out by them as me, or does it just not bother you? Just let me know in the comments down below. I always love to hear other people's thoughts and opinions. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you could hit that thumbs up button for me. It just helps to let me know that you are actually enjoying my content. Same goes for that subscribe button if you haven't already and you are enjoying my content. I'd love it if you could subscribe to my channel too. And with all of that being said, I hope everyone's doing okay at the moment, and I will see you all again in another video very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.